Every first Saturday evening, when the shadows stretched out long, the church bell rang just 4 slow times, calling everyone along. Ladies carried covered dishes, fried chicken, beans, and pie. Children raced across the churchyard, fireflies lighting up the sky. Brother Louis pulled out old chairs from the room behind the hall. By the time the blessing ended, there was hardly room at all. That church supper bell rang across the fields, bringing every family to share another meal. That church supper bell, simple, clear, and strong, some hearts are brought together before the singing starts. One November after harvest, the Wilson barn caught fire. Neighbors hurried through the darkness, passing buckets in a line. By the weekend, little remained but ashes and black ground. When the supper bell was ringing, every farmer gathered round. One brought lumber from his sawmill, one unloaded nails and beams. Before the pies were sliced that night, they rebuilt another dream. That church supper bell rang with hopeful sound, helping lift a neighbor up when trouble came around. That church supper bell still echoes every year. The strongest hands are often found when good friends gather near. Now my daughter stirs the gravy just like Grandma used to do. My grandson folds the paper napkins while the coffee's brewing too. The old bell hangs a little crooked, its paint has faded thin, but every time it starts to rain, the whole town walks right in. That church supper bell still calls young and old, not just to fill their plates, but to warm their souls. That church supper bell will ring when we are because love sounds much like kindness passing quietly along. The bell grows quiet, the laughter stays. Another Saturday, another home. Every Friday after breakfast, Mr. Ellis checked the mail. Our little beagle ran beside him down the dusty wagon trail. Most days brought seed catalogs or bills to put away. Then one spring a white envelope had his daughter's name displayed. That white envelope rested in his hand. Sometimes hope arrives without a single plan. That white envelope, folded neat and small, can change the quiet rhythm of a country home. Emily stood beside him, reading every careful line. She'd earned a teacher's scholarship to the college down the line. Mama wiped her apron, Daddy looked across the field. Then he quietly tipped his hat and smiled through what he felt. He said, "These old acres raised you well. Now let your dreams do the rest." That white envelope brought both joy and tears. Some doors slowly opened after faithful years. That white envelope still lies in the drawer beside old family pictures and the house deed from before. Every September since then, Emily drives back home. Children fill the little schoolhouse, just a mile from where she'd grown. She keeps that folded letter inside her favorite book to remember where the road began, with just one hopeful look. That white envelope changed more than one life. It carried tomorrow across one country drive. That white envelope faded now with age, but every child she teaches writes another page. The mailbox closes, the gravel road waits, another dream begins. Down at Molly's little diner, just off Highway 32, table 6 beside the window, caught the morning sunshine through. Every day at 7:30, old Ben Harper took his seat. Black coffee and 2 fried eggs with toast and homemade peach preserve sweet. Molly never wrote it down. She'd smile before he'd speak. Some friendships grow so naturally, you hardly hear them breathe. That empty chair at table 6 still faces morning light. Some folks leave behind a place no one else feels right. That empty chair at table 6, waiting by the glass. Love can leave a little mark that time can't make it past. One Monday came without him. The coffee cooled on toast. Molly folded both her hands without saying very much. farmers bowed their heads a while. Nobody rushed away. Someone quietly paid his bill, though he'd never come that day. Outside the courthouse clock rang 8 across the town. Inside the diner, not a word needed saying out loud. That empty chair at table 6 stayed there every dawn, not because folks couldn't move it, but because Ben lived on. That empty chair at table 6 taught us something true. The richest part of every meal is who sits there with you. Saturday at breakfast, a young mechanic brings his son. They choose the seat beside the window just before the morning rush. Molly pours an extra coffee, sets it where Ben sat, then smiles and says he would have liked seeing the world like that. That empty chair at table 6 isn't empty anymore. Every story shared there opens one more door. That empty chair at table 6 still welcomes every friend. A good man's place is never lost when kindness has no end. The coffee steams, the bell above the door rings, morning starts again. Miss Ruby watered flowers every morning before 9. Tin can in her left hand, sun hat pulled down low. Red geraniums by the window, white daisies in a row. She'd wave to every passing truck before they'd even slow. Ruby's window flowers bloom through every year. Folks could find her little house long before they got near. Ruby's window flowers, bright beside the lane. Some hearts welcome everyone without a single name. One hot summer afternoon, the flowers looked dry and still. Neighbors wondered why her watering can sat still. Little Annie crossed the road, carrying a bucket blue. She watered every flower just like Ruby used to do. Ruby's window flowers bloom beside the door. Children learned what kindness meant without a single word. Ruby's window flowers never asked for praise. They simply made the whole street smile, day after day. Now every child on Maple Street plants flowers by their door. Ruby's window flowers still brighten up the town. A little love keeps growing even when we're gone. Ruby's window flowers bloom beneath the sun. Sometimes the smallest gardens touch everyone. The flowers sway, another morning, another smile. Every weekday before sunrise, Joe walked down the gravel lane with a dinny tin lunch pail swinging by a leather strap. His wife tucked in 2 biscuits, an apple and a slice of ham. Sometimes she'd slip a handwritten note folded small beneath the jam. That old tin lunch pail rolled beside his hand, filled with simple blessings for a hard-working man. That old tin lunch pail, worn and scratched with pride, supper. It carried love inside. One cold morning at the quarry, Joe retired after 40 years. The men all signed his lunch pail with crooked names and cheers. He carried it back home that day, set it high upon a shelf. His little grandson pointed up and asked, "Can I have that myself?" That old tin lunch pail never held much gold, just enough to feed a man through rain and winter cold. That old tin lunch pail now rests above the door, reminding us that honest work is worth remembering for. Years from now, that little boy will head out before dawn, carrying his grandpa's pail, though grandpa's long since gone. He'll find one folded note inside, written in his grandma's hand: "Work hard, come home hungry, we'll always understand." That old tin lunch pail still tells its quiet tale, not through words or riches, but through a worn-out handle. That old tin lunch pail, passed from hand to hand. Sometimes the finest inheritance is the life of a faithful man. The sun comes up, the road goes on, the lunch pail swings. Leaning by the back porch wall stood an old cane fishing pole. Grandpa cut it years before from the river's willow grove. Every June we'd leave at sunrise, walking down the dusty trail. One old coffee can of worms and a bucket with no pail. He'd say fish don't care who's richest, they just bite when time is right. Then we'd sit and watch the water till the fading evening light. That old fishing pole caught more than fish, it gathered quiet moments a boy still keeps. That old fishing pole, bent with every cast, some of life's best lessons never came too fast. One July I walked alone down the river after work. The pole still leaned behind the porch, covered lightly by the dirt. I'd tied on Grandpa's favorite hook, though the line was old and thin. First cast landed near the stump where we'd always started then. I didn't catch a single fish before the setting sun, but somehow that old river bank felt less lonely when I was done. That old fishing pole still knows the stream, holding little echoes of a childhood dream. That old fishing pole still bends today, keeping Grandpa's stories from floating away. Now my little daughter laughs when the bluegills steal our bait. She asks if Grandpa ever fished. I smile and say, every day. She carries home that willow pole, nearly twice her height, already making memories she'll remember all her life. That old fishing pole still reaches far, not across the water, but across the years we are. That old fishing pole, simple, worn, and true. The finest things a father leaves are the days he shared with you. The river flows, the line grows still, the story carries on. Every time the front door opened, a little brass bell gave a ring. Folks would tip their hats to Charlie before they'd say a thing. One old chair beside the window, leather cracked from years gone by. Saturday meant fathers, sons, and stories passing by. Charlie knew each family, from the oldest to the young. He remembered birthdays better than the county clerk had done. That Barbers Bell rang through every year, calling neighbors one by one to gather near. That Barbers Bell, simple, bright, and small, sometimes the warmest welcome starts with one soft call. November Saturday, the shop stayed dark till noon. Folks stood quietly outside beneath the harvest moon. Charlie's daughter unlocked the door, holding Daddy's worn apron. She placed his scissors on the shelf, just where they'd always been. Then little Tommy climbed the chair, feet too short to reach the floor. Everyone laughed together like 100 times before. That barber's bell rang once more that day, bringing back familiar smiles in its gentle way. That barber's bell never missed a beat. Some places make a little town feel whole again each week. Now Charlie's grandson trims young hair with Grandpa's favorite comb. The brass bell still sings above the door, welcoming folks home. On the mirror hangs one photograph, faded black and white. Charlie smiling in his apron, everything looked right. That barber's bell still echoes every day, through friendly hands and words we choose to say. That barber's bell will never lose its sound, as long as neighbors stop to talk when they're around. The bell rings once, the chair turns slow, another story begins. Underneath the old oak branches stood a weathered picnic table. Daddy built it in the spring from 2 walnut planks and nails. Every Sunday after church, chicken biscuits, blackberry pie. 3 generations gathered there till the stars filled up the sky. Grandma laughed the loudest when the little ones would play. The old oak kept us cool on every summer day. That old oak picnic table held more than plates and bread. It carried family stories that still fill our heads. That old oak picnic table never stood alone. Love has a way of making any place a home. One hard spring the river rose, flooding half the county road. Families lost their gardens and barns they'd always known. Mama spread a checkered cloth across that faithful table. Neighbors filled the empty seats as long as they were able. Nobody counted portions, nobody watched the time. When one family needed help, the whole town stood in line. That old oak picnic table made room for everyone. The finest meals are measured by the friends who come. That old oak picnic table, withered every year, holding grateful hearts a little closer near. Now my grandson carved his initials beside the ones Dad made. 4 generations written in the slowly fading grain. I ran my hand across the wood and smiled without a sound. Some family trees grow upward, some are built close to the ground. That old oak picnic table still waits every June for laughter, songs, and memories beneath the harvest moon. That old oak picnic table, simple, scarred, and true. The strongest things we build in life are the ones that gather you. The oak leaves whisper, the coffee's poured, Sunday comes again.